Hello again, my name is Pete and welcome to another edition of Glebe TV. It's a lovely spring day and we're going to talk about 3 ways to grow tomatoes in your garden. The first way is probably the most popular and what people know is by using a grow bag. This is not just a grow bag, this is a Tomorite planter, and the advantages are that it's so much bigger, more compost, more room for the roots to grow into, and tomatoes don't like going dry or being too wet. They like enough nutrient to grow, and this is what a Levington tomato planter will provide. As you can see, a tomato planter will accommodate 3 plants. It's just a question of cutting out 3 panels which are clearly marked, fluffing the compost up and planting. Easiest way of watering a grow bag, in my opinion, is by using one of these hose lock water reservoirs. Really is easy to set up. It has 4 of these capillary spikes which pushes through into the grow bag, and hose locks say there's 14 days of watering, but I think realistically there's probably 7 days of watering here. And easy to follow meter there showing you how much water there is. So it's just a case of keeping the reservoir topped up, and the plants will take up water as and when is needed. Watering is really easy. You can use a watering can to fill the reservoir through the hatch, or you can use a hose pipe via the hose lock connection. And they've even thought about bamboo canes and supporting them. And as you can see, there's 2 holes, and in line is this bamboo cane support, and it's just a case of pushing through the planter and in to there, and there you go, it's supporting the cane. If you haven't already tried them, try growing grafted tomatoes. They are prolific, they make big plants, and they fruit and fruit and fruit until way into sort of November time, and you'll get so much more crop. They're disease resistant and generally they are really tasty tomatoes. And don't forget, once the first truss of flowers have set, start feeding with Tomorite. This should be a weekly task. Next up is Sam, and she's going to show you how to grow tomatoes in containers.
Hello, my name's Sam and I'm going to talk to you today about growing tomato plants in containers. First of all, let's take a look at all the containers we have here. We've got a variety of plastic ones, along with terracotta and even these nice woven plastic bags. They've all got their pros and cons. Today I'm going to be using the plastic one. Something really important to remember when using the plastic containers is that you drill some holes in the bottom, otherwise you'll end up with very soggy plants that don't thrive. You can, if you want to use a terracotta pot. The only downside to using a terracotta pot is that they suck out the moisture, so you will have to remember to water these much more often. The compost I'm going to be using is a little bit special. This is Miracle Grow moisture control compost. It has granules in it that help keep the soil moist, which means less watering, and with tomatoes needing lots of water, that can only be a bonus. Also, this one has got feeding for up to 6 months. So today the tomato I'm going to be using is Totem. Totem is a nice compact bush tomato. You won't need to pinch out the side shoots with this variety, and it'll only get to around 2 foot. So what do you need to do? First, fill your container, not all the way to the top, leave a small gap of about 1 inch. This allows you to water easily without it spilling over the side. Be very gentle with your plants. Although they look strong and healthy, they still have a very delicate root system and you don't want to damage those. Make sure you dig a nice hole, just big enough so you don't need to squash any of those roots in. Firmly but very gently plant your tomato and make sure that it's nice and sturdy. Once you've planted it, give it some water to help it settle in. Keep a check on it every couple of days. If it's a really hot sunny day like today, you might need to water it once a day. As this is a nice compact variety and quite bushy, you shouldn't need to stake it, but just see how it goes. You might feel that once it has tomatoes, it's a little bit heavy and just needs a cane to support it. When the flowers come, remember to give your tomato plant some Tomorite feed once a week. Just follow the instructions, Mix it in with the water as you would normally, and that will keep your tomato plant happy and ready to produce lots of lovely, delicious tomatoes.
Hi, I'm Mike. Now, if you've got a very small garden or even a balcony, here's one way you can do tomatoes really easily. Hang basket is great for a particular kind of tomato. Now, this one's a bush type and it's called Tumbling Tom. Now, you can get that in red or yellow, and they're great because they will just cascade out of your basket. Now, first thing you want is a decent sized basket. The bigger the size it is, the less it's going to dry out and the more it's going to grow well for you. That's a 40 centimetre or 16-inch basket. Okay, now we need 3 of these plants. They're quite small at the moment, but they'll grow really well. You need 3 spaced equally around the outside. Hang that up after danger of frost is past. Keep feeding and watering well. You'll have some delicious tomatoes in your summer. So that's it. Okay, thanks for watching. If you've got any questions or comments about tomatoes, come and see me or one of my colleagues. Thanks very much for watching.